shaking my head. Hey everyone, it's your girl Miss Analytical. I'm coming to you straight out of NYC on this Tuesday night. So remember Soho Karen? That Karen that's not even a Karen. You know, the one that falsely accused a black teenager of stealing her cell phone. Well, she was found guilty of the stunt, but she got a plea deal. So she doesn't have to go to prison. And that's really, really, really gross. So I'm going to read to you what the New York Post reported. And it reads, Soho Karen pleads guilty to hate crime but avoids jail in deal with prosecutors. It's a sweetheart deal for Soho Karen. Miya Ponsetto, the rage-filled woman who earned the moniker after she falsely accused a black teenager of stealing her cell phone at a Manhattan hotel, pleaded guilty to a hate crime Monday as part of a plea deal that will allow her to dodge prison time. Ponsetto, 23, copped to one count of felony unlawful imprisonment as a hate crime for attacking 15-year-old Keon Harold Jr. after accusing him of theft in the Arlo Soho Hotel in December 2020. As part of a deal she cut with prosecutors, the Californian will be able to replead to aggravated harassment and misdemeanor if she continues counseling and avoids any interaction with the criminal justice system for 2 years. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office said, "You have been given a tremendous opportunity," Justice Laura Ward told Ponsetto in Manhattan Supreme Court Monday. "Turn this lousy situation into a good situation so you never find yourself here again." If she fails to comply with the terms in the agreement, Ponsetto could face up to 4 years in prison. Ward also pointed Ponsetto to have no contact with Harold Jr. or his father, jazz trumpeter Keon Harold, for the next 2 years. Her defense attorney, Paul D'Amelia, said his client, who stayed silent outside of the courtroom, was relieved to put the fiasco behind her. "We obviously are happy and relieved this ordeal is over for both Mr. Harold and Ms. Ponsetto," D'Amelia said. "It was an unfortunate incident on that night, and hopefully it won't be repeated," he added. Ponsetto has been in therapy since the Soho attack, and a number of other cases she's wrapped up in due to alleged booze-filled fights in California, where she lives, according to her attorney. She had pleaded not guilty to hate crime charges in June. Ponsetto has also been sued by the Harold family over the Manhattan incident, which has not gone to trial. The last time she was in the Big Apple for a court date, Ponsetto told the Post that she wished she'd apologized differently to the victim. "I feel like I made a mistake," she said. Ms. Ponsetto displayed outrageous behavior as a black man. "I have personally experienced racial profiling countless of times in my life, and I sympathize with the young man victimized in this incident," District Attorney Alvin Bragg said after the court hearing Monday. This plea ensures appropriate accountability for Ms. Ponsetto by addressing underlying causes for her behavior and ensuring this conduct does not reoccur, he added. Okay, so I'm going to tell you my take on this. First of all, this girl should have did some jail time. She not just falsely accused Kenyon Harold Jr. of doing something that was false, but she basically rudely attacked him. It wasn't even like a verbal attack. She charged at that guy. And then the other person, who was a white lady, was trying to tell her to calm down, and she wouldn't calm down. It was disgusting. It was just diabolical, and she needs to do jail time. But I'm going to be honest as to why the district attorney of my city chose not to. There have been many, 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 many crimes occurring since he's been DA of Manhattan. And what occurred is that, what's been going on is that many of those criminals, the time that they would normally get, they're not getting. So this is what's making a lot of people in my city, and it's really jacked up because we haven't had crime like this since the 80s to like the early 90s. It's making them wild out because they figure that they can get away with it because they think the DA is soft. That's what's going on. Also, you have a lot of DAs throughout the country that are funded by Soros. These are known facts. Okay? And they're near cities that are surrounded by water, which is kind of weird. But Miya Ponsetto, she was guilty for what she did. She should go to jail. She should have been sentenced to do jail time, even if it was under a misdemeanor. Like have her do like 6 months in prison, and then have her do the rest on probation. But she deserved to do jail time for what she did, because she could have caused Kenyon Harold Jr. to lose his life for that stunt that she pulled. And then you could tell she didn't have any remorse, because when she spoke to Gayle King, she told Gayle King to shut up, let me talk. You're not going to interrupt me. And I mean, and Gayle, even though I'm not a fan of Gayle didn't do anything to her. That led me to believe that she was racist. But see, here's the thing. Soho Karen is not white. Soho Karen is half Latina and she's half Latina and half Asian. I believe her ethnicity is either Vietnamese. Oh no, okay, so she's Puerto Rican. But I read somewhere that she was also part Asian. She could be part Asian, but she identifies as Puerto Rican. I ain't saying nothing. That's y'all people. So all the body was. If y'all claim her, she claiming y'all. That's all I gotta say. Okay, all right. This is what it is. So she is Italian, Puerto Rican, Greek, right, and Vietnamese, right. So she's multi-ethnic. Basically, she identifies as white, but when this thing happened, that's when she identifies Puerto Rican. No, she's multi-ethnic. She's a lot of everything. That's what she is. It's just that Puerto Rican is like a quarter of who she is. But she's not a white woman. But she was using white privilege when she was pulling that stunt. And she lied and tried to say that dude stole her Apple phone when he didn't. F Miya Ponsetto. But see, I blame the DA office to an extent, because if you would have been harder on criminals wilding out in the city the last couple of months, like the Burger King incident that was going on, you could have probably sentenced her to some jail time. Now, she's not a first-time offender, because she got incidents in California. She just did this in New York one time. Yeah, I ain't feeling it, but hey, it is what it is. But my advice, Miya, don't come back to my city. Stay in California. That's all I'm going to say. And this is your girl, Miss Ann Little Cole. I'm signing out. Take care and good night.